Hello. Hello, dear viewer, watching at home. You have just tuned in to the very first episode. My audio's working. That's good. You don't want to be muted. You are tuning into the very first episode of Food Alive with me, your host, James Kavanaugh. That's right. As you can see, I'm at the set where normally I'm doing James's desk, but the camera quality isn't as good, and that's because it's live and it's coming through a webcam, and so a little foreground, not background, some foreground as to what I will be doing on this show. I will be making food. It doesn't have to be bad food. I might actually make an actual recipe sometime if I feel like it. Now it's tricky, of course, because you have issues of waiting for stuff to cook, and that's the main thing, really. You can be mixing and still be doing something semi-entertaining, but, waiting for something to cook. What are you going to do during that? But hopefully I'll be able to find enough things that are interesting to watch live, and today I think I found something that should be pretty interesting and can pique your interest. I'm going to be making a vegetarian sandwich. Yes. Now, you may be wondering, what is a vegetarian sandwich? And, I had trouble figuring this out myself because I am a carnivore. I never have even eaten a vegetable, let alone, dug one out of the ground and cleaned it off and washed it under the sink. I'm not that type of guy. I don't do stuff like that. I go to the deli, I get cold cuts, I put them in my subs, and I eat them like nature intended. But some people out there don't like eating animals, and I understand that. So I want you to know that too. And so I got my blender here because you can't really fit in non-meat things unless you blend it. Cold cuts, it's all blended up meat, and then they kind of shape it. Right? I think that's kind of the same idea with vegetarian stuff. You basically want it to be just like what they do with meat, except not with meat. So why don't we get introduced to some of the ingredients we'll be working with here today. So the first thing is I have this piece of bread. This is kind of the main thing you want when you're making a sandwich, is the bread, because without the bread it's not a sandwich. Yeah, hot dogs have bread, so they're definitely sandwiches. If that's the only definition you're looking for, I guess a hot dog would be a sandwich in that scenario. But I got this nice baguette here. Smells very good. It is a authentic French baguette. I got this from France. That's right. That's a lie. I didn't get it from France. But it's probably just like what they make in France. So this is our base. Now, I was thinking, what do vegetarian people like to eat? And, I was having some issues trying to think of that because, my mind is only wired to eat meat. But I thought of some things. So, I have some grapes here. Sponsored by Dole, by the way. Green grapes are my favorite type of grapes. So, I'm assuming this is what you'd want on your sandwich. I got a lemon for a little bit of lemony tang. I'm not going to put the whole lemon in. I'm just going to squeeze it in. Hopefully that does some good for us. I got an apple. I am going to put the whole apple in. I'm going to cut it up a bit first, but, like apples. A bit of filler, a little bit of meat on this sandwich, you could say. And I got an orange for a little extra tang. If the lemon, though, people are mixed about lemons, but there's something for everybody here because, everybody likes one or the other. You either like oranges or you like lemons. That's what they say. So I'm gonna do stuff with these resources. Wait, sorry, I forgot one thing. I didn't have any strawberries, but I have the strawberry syrup for milk. And I think this will do some good. Add a little bit of sugar. There's probably no meat in this, right? And so yeah, now you know all the things that are going to be going in today. into the blender here, my Mr. Goo a lot here. And so I think the first thing I'm going to do is, actually, let's move this bread up a bit. We're just going to take some grapes out of here, and we're just going to pop them in our blender. And actually, another fun thing, look at this. Now you can see what I'm doing from the top point of view. So, here, let's get the blender in view of the top camera. Ooh. There you go. See, now you can really watch it stack up to the top, up to that camera right there. So, yeah, so I'm just gonna put in every grape because, like, honestly, out of all of the fruits here, I think grapes are the best fruits. This grape okay? These grapes are kind of old, so that's actually why I'm using these. Don't tell anybody else that. Yeah, that grape was pretty good. But yeah, these are gonna be like the pulpy base that really gives the sandwich a bit of that. Oh, okay, I won't even put that one in. Some of these are a little old, but this will give it that pulpy taste that really reminds you of cold cuts. You know, that processed meat. That ugh. Okay, that one's. I'm starting to regret eating that one grape because if they're all a little sick, it'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. I wasn't expecting to get food poisoning on the first go around. These foods are gonna get, well, okay, they're not gonna get worse because I'm not planning on only making bad food. But I think a good amount of the food will not be the best in the world. But anyways, that's all of our grapes in. And yeah, because the food there'll probably be some food that's worse than this. I'm sure at some point I will get some sort of poisoning from doing this show. So, you know, there's a high chance I might kill myself on accident live on air one of these times. So that will hopefully keep the retention going. And, you know, that's all I care about. Retention. Retention is the number one thing that you want to deal with as a YouTuber. Let's see. Gotta wash this blade after. I gotta remember, otherwise this lemon's gonna tear it apart. See, I got lemon juice on the knife, so when I cut the bread, it'll have a bit more lemon on there. Let's squeeze some lemon juice in there. Yes, the nectar of the lemon. Yeah, some seeds are going in. That's great. That's just what you want. Okay. And then let's get this piece going. Okay, that sprayed a little bit out of the blender, but that's okay. You know? So something, I hope it comes soon. Something very exciting is happening for me right now. I recently ordered a Asus ROG Ally. It's like a portable game system that runs Windows, and I'm very excited for it because I'll finally be able to play Fallout portably, Borderlands portably, could play Forza portably, which is especially useful because when I want to play with my dad, you know, I prefer to be in the same room, so that'll be nice. Oh, cut right into the pit right there. So we'll just scoop that out, that one seed that I got, and then we'll cut this in half. I really need to get a cutting board, don't I? This is probably not great to be doing directly onto the desk. I'm just going to be careful not to scratch the desk. That's probably good. So, well, this probably won't have time to, like, consolidate into like one singular, like, patty shaped thing to put in, you know. I think it still will resemble like a normal sandwich because I don't think, I know fruits are liquidy, like, you know, they have to be. That's not a good part of the apple. I'll just cut off this little bit and that'll be it. Oh, I keep going cutting inwards. But I think it'll be solid enough where I won't have too many issues. Okay, so now we have our apples. Let's get some strawberry syrup in there. This is really gonna make the flavor. Yeah, I want a bunch of that in there. That's the stuff that you want. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. This looks like something they'd serve to you at like a Orange Julius, you know. Let's get the orange. I'm just gonna peel the orange. I'm not a maniac. I'm not gonna put it in there with the peel. Only insane people do stuff like that, okay? And I'm not insane. I'm very much sane. Ugh. But yeah, anyways, about the Ally. I mean, here's the thing. It's kind of like VR for me. Like I've used VR like once or twice. Actually, no, I haven't even used a portable Windows machine. So it's actually, well, I guess a laptop, but whatever. This is a new and unique experience for me, much like VR is, because I don't have a VR headset. And I'm sure a lot of people have experienced those things. You know, oh yeah, of course you can play Fallout 4 portably. Of course you can play Wolfenstein portably, but you know, I haven't. And this is honestly going to be incredible. I got a good deal on a used one on eBay that has a broken SD card slot like they all have, which, you know, good for me because it's not, I mean, it would be nice to have, of course, but I don't really mind not having it, you know, especially for the significantly reduced price I got it for. And the original owner also put in a 1 terabyte SSD. So I have a cut on my finger. And this orange juice is hurting it a bit. Okay. I'm gonna have one of these. Pretty good. Oh, it's actually not that good. This is all old fruit. For a little bit of background. Oh god, yeah, this thing's not even coming apart. Okay. There we go. Should have put a banana in here. You know, it's National Banana Day today. And I could head downstairs and go get a banana right now, but I don't want to have any downtime. So, we're sticking with exclusively what we have on the table. But yeah, today is National Banana Day. I was watching Adam Savage's Tested, and he had these, like, he had this little banana, he had this normal sized banana, he had this giant gross banana. Like, there's something about like a 2-3 times scale banana that's actually disgusting. Go look it up right now. And he showed off all these like fake bananas and stuff, like a bronze one and stuff. And yeah, so it's National Banana Day, and I just thought that was fun. All those fake bananas that he had. Actually, I do gotta wash my hands because I got all this stuff on them. So I will be back momentarily. Hey, I am back. That's right. Got a banana. I'm not gonna put it in. I don't think this palette will call for a banana, but I just thought I should eat a banana here today because it's International Banana Day, and I thought I should celebrate the banana by eating one, especially before they go extinct. And we gotta get a new species of banana. I'm a little out of breath. I just ran up and down the stairs. I'm on the second story right now of the living accommodation. Everybody at home, if you have bananas, go get one. Open it up, not like the monkeys do it. Take a bite and finish that banana because it's International Banana Day, and show some respect to the fruit that made our society. Anyways, I'll finish this later. Put that banana right in view so you can keep an eye on it. It's time to go mix. This is going to be pretty loud. I'm actually going to turn down the decibels on my microphone because this is about to get real, okay? Turn that down. I'll give it a little bit more time. Alright, and that really compacted things. That really compacted it down. And I'm not gonna lie, this actually doesn't look bad. It really does look like something they'd serve at Orange Julius, which is great. So let's just put you off to the side, and let's take a whiff. And if you're following along at home, ooh, it does not smell bad. It smells a lot of orange, but it is a little more pasty than I wanted it to be. And I can't think of a good way to fix that, but that's okay because this is very porous bread, and I think it'll leak into the crevices of it, and we won't have any issues then. So I really should have more paper towels here. Keep that in mind for next time, because look, it's going right through this paper towel. Anyways, try to get some of this fruit stuff off this knife. Yes. Ooh, this is a well-aged piece of bread. Just a little bit, not stale, but you know, hard. I don't know. So, there. You will probably want the top view. Actually, there we go. So, we have our piece of bread, and okay, this is actually gonna be tricky. Maybe I should try to do like a bread bowl type thing. So, like, if I take out some pieces of the bread, because, you know, I probably should have left something there. You know, some part of it to seep into, so it doesn't just immediately fall out. Like this. See, that's not bad, right? It's giving it some space to kind of fill it up the thing. Okay, so we got a little channel here for our drink to go in. Oof. And I guess we'll just pour it in. Ooh, don't want to put too much. And just it's like a fruit gusher. You want a little fun surprise in the middle, but you don't want you don't want a ton of it. And actually, let's put some glazing on there. Just a little bit of strawberry syrup to really bring it home. That doesn't look like I bled at all. And I guess it's time to eat, huh? Yep. Oh boy. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought my microphone was turned down too much. It's only turned down on this view. Anyways, actually there's not enough at the front for me to immediately get some. Not that I'm not gonna finish the sandwich, but I don't want to bite too deep into it to get, okay, maybe a bit much there, to get to the yummy goodness. Let's just pour some of that out. Okay, there we go. Okay. I It's hard to try new things sometimes, but in order to be a revolutionary, sometimes you have to do revolutionary things. So, bon appetit. I didn't get much. I'll get more in the next bite. So far, not horrible. The bread's a little stale. Not at all why I chose to use it for this. Yep. Okay, here we go. Hmm. Um. Hmm. Um. Sorry, this is live, so you gotta watch me chew through the whole thing. Hmm. Oh, is that a seed? I think so. Um. Almost done. Almost down. That was not bad at all. And I'm being actually for real. I didn't really taste the strawberry syrup. I did taste some fruit. I tasted a lot of orange. I think a little bit of apple. Maybe grape. I don't know. Definitely orange, though. And, it combined with the bread really wasn't repulsive. I would eat this if I was hungry. Like, I'm talking there's nothing else in the house, or school served this or something. I would eat this. It's not even that wet. Like, it's not even like, okay, I cut the bread a bit too thin on the bottom there, as you can see. But other than that, it's really not bad. Like, you can see it did soak into the bread, so it actually wasn't as liquidy as you might think it would be. And it tasted fine. Okay, now it's kind of falling apart. I would cut the bottom half a bit thicker next time I do this. But if I have nothing but fruit, this is a half decent solution. Um, Give me a second. Being called. Right as the stream is ending. But I would actually recommend you make this if you have some fruits laying around, maybe some stale bread, you just want to try something fun and new, and not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. So with that, I think that concludes today's live stream. Um, I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it. Most things I make give me a headache. Uh, this didn't, and I think it actually gave me nutrients I didn't have before, and that is not something you can say of most things that I experiment with. So with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next live stream. This has been Food Alive, and goodbye. Hasta